Alright, here we go with another episode of Final Fantasy 1. We are on our way to Elfheim in the boat that we just got by beating all the pirates. Now, I will tell you, I am going to have to cut once we get to Elfheim because this is probably one of the most grind-heavy parts of the game. Because there's a lot of magic, a lot of stuff to buy in Elfheim. So we're going to be... I'm going to be cutting and grinding a lot. It's probably going to take me quite a while, actually. So, just so you know. But I'll keep recording until we get to Elfheim. Just gotta beat all these guys, all these new enemies out here on the boat. And there's Cornelia right there. I know you can't really see the castle or the town or anything, but it's just off that port there. Oh, more enemies. Ogres. We can fight these guys now. Especially with our monk. Becoming a powerhouse. Alright, here's Elfheim. Alright, we're going to see what we can afford at this point. As far as like weapons and stuff. Well, we can get the Black Mage a dagger, which will give him a little bit more. And then the equipment shop is right here. Armor shop, I guess. Well, we can only afford one of those right now. All right. So I need, let's see, 1,600. And 2,000, 3,600. And 6,600. All right, so I'm going to go grind a bit now. Try to get all the stuff before we move on, because the dungeon here is like the first big dungeon in the game, and we really want to be prepared because some of the enemies in there can get pretty hard. So I'm going to rest up, and then I'm going to grind for a bit, and I will see you when we come back. Alright, so I'm going to show you this. I'm partway through grinding, about halfway through, and now I'm at a higher level, and I bought the first round of magic for everybody. So see, I've got Fyra, Thundara, and then I've got Kira, Diara, and Nullblaze. But there's this area. I'm east of Pravica. I had to go back to Pravica. And there's an area back here that if you go to a certain spot, there are really high-level monsters. Oh, and I accidentally sold my Warrior's Broadsword, so I did just actually go get another one. Let me equip that real quick. That was dumb of me. But if you go all the way up here, just to the east of Pravica, to this little peninsula here, and you go past like first, second, and if you go to the second one, just move back and forth until you get into a battle. You get into a battle with some monsters from later in the game, which give you a ton of money. But yeah, they're really hard. So you gotta be really careful when you're fighting them. It's almost like fighting a boss for every battle. Yeah, see, they even do 70 damage to the warrior. But yeah, see, we beat him. So 846 experience and 502 gil, and that's like one of the lowest. Usually you get about like 4,000 to 5,000 gil. So I'm going to keep grinding here, and I'll cut back when I've bought all the new stuff. Alright, so I just fought, there's a bunch of like ice wolves you can fight here, and sometimes they'll give you an ice shield, which you don't get till way later. So that's really awesome, so I'm going to equip that real quick, and then back to grinding. See you in a sec. Alright, so we're back in Elfheim, and I've got everything that I wanted to get. I'll show you the magic and stuff. Poisona cures poison, Null Frost, and Vox, which cures silence. And then for my Black Mage, I got Haste and Blizzara, because all the other magics I'm not going to use. So, yeah, we're going to go check out the castle real quick, just to give you, like, an idea of the plot line. The prince has slept under Astos' curse for 5 years now. There must be some medicine that can rouse the sleeping, but where? Prince snoring. So we have to find something to revive the prince with. So then after that, another story plot before we go into the first dungeon is in an old abandoned castle, which is up towards the top of this map here. And also through grinding all that money, I also gained a lot of levels. We're now all level 18. So, which is pretty high level for this area, which is a good thing. That'll help us get through everything pretty quick, so the game doesn't take too long. I'm going to try to do this like in sections, like each area, new area I go to will be a different episode. But they should still be around the same amount of time that they usually are. I'm going to do some editing to kind of cut them down a little bit, make them a good length. So yeah, we're heading up to the abandoned castle. Ambushed. Oh no. 1 health of damage. Oh no. Well, he got 19, but still. He's big enough now, he can handle it. And look at the power on that monk. I love the monk class. Like, one of my favorite things to do for like a speed run of this game is to just have 4 monks in my party and just breeze through the entire game. Maybe I'll do that for a live stream one of these days. Just breeze through the game with a party of monks. I don't know, is there any speedrun competitions for that? Because I know this game so well, I could probably win. Because you don't need any equipment. You don't need any armor, like no weapons. Let's see. I was tricked by Astos, king of the Dark Elves, and now my castle has fallen into ruin. If I could only retrieve the crown from the Marsh Cave, I would be able to restore my castle. Might you bring me the crown? So, we need to go to the Marsh Cave to get him the crown, and that brings up, like, a whole chain of events, a whole chain of items. It's almost like a fetch quest after you beat the actual dungeon. But yeah, like I was saying, like the whole party of monks thing, I wonder if there's like a speed run of that. because you don't need to pick up any items, so you can really just like breeze through the dungeons. Like, you really don't need to pick up anything, like anything that you would actually need item wise, like health potions and stuff. You can buy those in town. So the only items, like the only chests you would have to open would be like the event item chests. Oh, even the mages are starting to hit more than once now. That's awesome. Yeah. Alright, so we're almost there. It's right down here. So this little hole in the ground right there that you can see, that is Marsh Cave. And in the next episode, we're going to go into Marsh Cave and find the crown. So thank you guys for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.